back. Yeah, so something I wanted to talk about is like, as coders, oftentimes we're up late, it's a mentally taxing profession. So, a
Mhm.
lot of us really like to drink coffee. Are you a big coffee drinker?
Yes, yeah. I love my morning coffee. Like it's just it's almost like a mental habit at this point, or I guess you could call it an addiction. Um, but rather than like going to Starbucks, I used to go to Starbucks like regularly until I started like budgeting and like managing my money and
Hmm.
realizing like how much money I was spending like a week, like just going to
Yeah,
Starbucks and not just like the money to buy the coffee, but the fact that I'm burning gas, right?
right.
Like there's all these little things that add up. So now I just make coffee at home, but I used to be really big into like energy drinks, like Red Bull. I used to buy that every
Yeah,
day. Monster, I used to buy that every day. I used to drink like two monsters a day.
yeah, it's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, and then like I got like a like mad cavities, and it
Yeah,
wasn't fun. It just
it's
wasn't
not
fun. I
it's
didn't
not
feel
healthy,
good.
man. Like
I
I
didn't
used
feel
to.
good, man.
Yeah,
Um,
like I used to just down cup after cup of coffee, and I just be sitting there, and my heart is just like jumping out of my chest.
mhm.
It's like you know it's not good for you, but
Yeah,
you just addicted to it.
yeah, and something like I didn't drink coffee until I really started like studying like for interviews and like really like started learning to code because I just heard this I don't call it a stigma. It's more like a stereotype. There we
Yeah,
go. I heard the stereotype that coders drink coffee, right? Oh yeah,
right.
coders drink coffee. Not a problem. I'm gonna start drinking coffee,
Mm,
and it's a gift and a curse. I would say that. Uh, I think at work I used to drink like 3 cups of coffee, and
mm.
um, and then I would wonder why I couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah, yeah. Just
And you
be
don't
up all
realize
night.
like coffee takes a long time to get out of your system.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. It's
yeah.
it's all about balance, and not everybody is equipped to handle coffee. Like, watch your caffeine consumption, people.
Yeah, it's not good for you in the long run. Like you said, it'll keep you up and get very expensive. And for me, it
Hmm.
just gives me heartburn. So I love the taste of it, but I can't drink it. I have my chest burning like for next few days. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
now, and you don't realize like it kind of puts you in a dependent state because once you start drinking it a lot, if you get up and you don't drink it, you're just like super tired. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So you
yeah.
kind
That's
of
that
go,
mental connection that I was talking about.
yeah, yeah, you go that dependency on it. So like, do you have any alternatives to coffee now, or
Uh, staying hydrated, and exercise has
mm,
really like done it for me. Um, I've also tried like putting like lemon in my water and like pink Himalayan salt and stuff. It's supposed to be like supposed to like work almost like the electrolytes. It's supposed to give like water electrolytes like Gatorade almost, right? So
yeah,
um I would say like honestly, I think the big game changer for me was just like getting physically active. Getting physically active
mm,
like in the morning. Because I used to go running, right? But I mean, not used to, but I still run in the morning. But something about like going to the gym and like lifting some heavy ass weight and
mm,
like I just feel like a beast for lack of better words. Like I just come home and I'm just like I'm just on I'm laser focused. Like
right,
my mind and my body are just like this. And
yeah,
like okay, I need to figure out this problem. Not a problem. Boom. It's like I'm just so clear, and and yeah, man, like eating right and staying hydrated has done wonders for me. I can't explain it.
Yeah, for whatever reason, like heavy weights, that kind of makes me sleepy afterwards. But like if I do calisthenics, that kind of wakes me up and makes me feel refreshed, like pull ups, push ups, you know. So I
Yeah,
think we all gotta kind of work with what works with our own bodies.
yeah, of course, of course. Like, I'm not saying like you gotta do this. This is the one and
Yeah,
only
yeah,
way. Everybody has their own
yeah,
flow, and you gotta figure that out for yourself.
yeah.
But once you figure it out, man, don't stray away from it, because if it works, it works.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then that to me, I think like uh like people can give you their blueprint, but that blueprint is subjective to that person, right? So like just try it. Like I reached out to a guy and he was like, yeah, like you should, like my dad, he it was my dad. He mentioned like, you should take liver, like eat liver, because it's supposed to be like nutrient dense, and like it's got all these vitamins like vitamin K and A and B, and like it's supposed to be super super nutritious.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find it, right, as far as like without going to a butcher. I'm guessing like that's my next resort. So I went to the alternative. I bought tablets, and I feel great. Like I don't know if it again. I don't know
Mm.
if it's the working out, or if it's staying hydrated, or if it's eating clean, or if it's the liver tablets. But at no point in this setup, I guess you could say, do I feel like, ugh, I gotta do this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like something that you just dread doing, like that part of the day you just dread.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't dread it. I just feel like yeah, put it in front of me, coach. Like I'm gonna tear it down.
Right. Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah. You gotta,
Yeah,
gotta gotta do what works for you, man. Exercise is really important, especially in our industry. A lot of people are like really sedentary. You
yeah.
sitting in the chair all day.
Super
You
sedentary.
you can get blood clots and
Hmm.
all sorts of
Yeah.
ailments. And you know what's crazy is, man, if you really think about it, like it's almost like society is built to put us in a hospital. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
think about like within maybe 5 mile radius. What are the food options like? How many healthy
There's
options do you know?
I can't see one. There's a
You really think
Denny's,
like
there's a Starbucks, there's a Ralph's. It's probably the closest thing that's going to be actually healthy. But before that, there's a 7-Eleven, and then before that, there's a Jack in the Box, and then there's also a Starbucks, and a KFC slash Taco Bell, and a Little Caesars. So yeah, there's a
yeah,
lot of different options to just get fast food real quick.
that's all there. And you know, if you keep eating, you're gonna get put in the hospital, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's crazy. Like we don't think about it, but like society is almost built to break us down and then sell us the repair.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't realize it, you definitely get caught up in the the uh, the thick of it, right? Like
Yeah,
it's definitely something that like you can easily succumb to. Oh, just $5 here, just $5 there, not a
yeah,
problem. $5 foot long, $5 Little Caesars pizza, and it's always like hot, for example, Little Caesars hot and ready
yeah.
$5, right? Pay $5, get a pizza. I don't gotta worry about making dinner,
Mm,
right?
yep.
But how hard is it to just uh and I understand like some people don't have the time, but if you really wanted it, right, you would make the time. And I think that's where it comes down to is like if you and I know everybody's circumstances are different. Let me actually stop myself and say that everybody's circumstances are different, right? Some people just don't have the time. Some people have kids. Some people's circumstances are just not there to say, okay, you should cook. You should cook for yourself. But if you have the ability to do it, you should do it. There's
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
there's no way around that.
because like you know, like what people don't realize is, okay, say you're hitting up Starbucks every day. That's a ton of sugar you're dumping into your system. If you get
Mhm.
diabetes, you can literally like lose your legs. They'll have to cut your legs off or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you get it real bad, like, and you think like, okay, I'm gonna just get this out of convenience, but how convenient is it gonna be if you don't have any
Is the
legs?
convenience worth it at the end of the
Yeah,
day? Is it worth it? Right? Like, is what I'm doing now worth the future me's headache?
right, exactly. So it's like, exercise, eating right. A lot of people talk about eating healthy, but how many of us really know what that means nowadays? Like, what is
Right.
eating healthy?
Yep. And like I took what was it, the 23andMe, and I ended up getting like my results. And there's a diet, there's a side service to the 23andMe, and what they do is they take your uh, genetic result, they take your results, right, and they come up with a diet plan based on your genetics. And they
Mm,
say, okay, like for me, they say you're highly sensitive to caffeine. You should not take a lot of coffee.
yeah,
So I was like, okay, that makes sense, right? But then they also had mentioned that, based on your genetics, you should have more spicy foods like jalapenos
mm.
and peppers and seasonings. Like that, it's good for you.
You,
So
you know,
okay.
what's interesting about spicy food and all of that is they say like
Hmm.
the Middle East, the Arab world, they have the lowest rates of cancer, and they kind of like attribute it to like spicy food, the spices,
Interesting.
the lack
Hmm.
of alcohol, and I think the lack of pork. So
Right. That's crazy.
yeah, I never knew like spices were. I always thought like though they were bad for you, like kind of like salt. A lot of salt's bad for you. I didn't know spices were good for you. I guess depending on how much and which kind. But
Yeah, the type, how much, where it comes from. I
yeah,
think all that comes into play. Yeah, and I think like it just comes down to like finding like, what you enjoy and then uh making a lifestyle that sort of fits all that together, that
right.
benefits you.
So like
Like
how do
like
you queue up your meals? Like how do you plan so that you're not just saying, "Oh, let me go get a pizza today," or "Let me go to McDonald's."
well, I benefit from working from home. So right now, a lot of it is I can just easily go on Amazon, right? Amazon Fresh. I have an Amazon Prime account, and I just okay. What I do is either I'll find something in the cookbook or I'll ask my sister what I want to make. But long story short, let's say I want to make uh, barbecue chicken, right? I'll go on Amazon. I'll buy whatever sauce I want, whatever seasonings. Maybe I'll look up a recipe for barbecue chicken. I'll take all the recipe ingredients, see what I have, see what I don't have, order that online, and then have it shipped to me, right? And then I never have to leave my house. So
Right.
it ships to me. They'll usually knock on my door, ring the doorbell, and then I just sort of I marinate the chicken, and then
Mm,
I let that sit in the let's say I let that sit for 8 hours, like overnight, essentially. And then in the morning, before I start anything, if I know I want to make chicken for the week, let's say I prepare it on Sunday, right? I toss it in the slow cooker, have that cook my chicken or whatever for 8 hours, and then I've got like a rice cooker, and if I need to make some veggies, I can just put that on the stove.
yeah.
But essentially, I make enough to divide it up into days of the week, and
Mm,
then I've got like little containers, like those plastic containers that you would get from like buying
mm.
like doing like take like not takeout, but
Like Chinese food or
uh,
something. They give you the little plastic bowls with the tops.
yeah, exactly. So like PF Chang's, they give you like like a black little bowl, like and then a clear top.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, like my mom, fortunately slash unfortunately, she eats out a lot, and
Mm,
she gave me she would give me these bowls, right? I would like leave her house with like leftovers and stuff, and eventually I was like, you know what? Let me just use these bowls as meal prep bowls. And so I would, after I get done preparing everything, I just split it up into these leftover bowls. or leftover containers,
Mm.
and then just divide that up by the day. Right. This is Monday, Tuesday, or I don't even say like this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I just, if I need to prepare 5 days worth of meals, okay, boom, here's lunch for 5 days.
Yeah.
Or dinner or whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like I found out if you really want to do something regularly, you have to kind of remove the barriers to doing it. Like you say, like if you want to stop eating out so much, just kind of pre-prepare your meals, or like if you want to do this podcast, have everything set up in advance so you can just come in, hit the go button, and get it done. Like if you have to do the basic setup, basic preparation each time, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't feel like doing this.
Mm-hmm. So. Didn't I mention this? Oh man, didn't I? I think it might have been somebody else that I was talking to, but it was like when I wake up in the morning, and if I feel that my mind is like, ugh, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I try to get in front of that thought before my brain can even think about, ugh, I don't want to go to the gym today. It's leg day.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this because of X or Y or Z. I just get in front of it. Okay, wake up. I need to go to the gym. I need to get dressed. Okay, boom, get dressed. Okay, I'm already dressed. Boom, put my shoes on. Okay, I got my shoes on. Okay, I got my wallet, my keys. I'm already out the door. Okay, it's freezing cold. Well, I'm already outside. Okay, well, the car is warm. Let's go to the car. It's like you're doing little steps to get to that goal. And then eventually, like okay, I'm in the car. I'm already in the car. I can't back out now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm already out the garage. I can't back out now. I'm already at the light. I might as well turn right. Well, I'm halfway to the gym. And then, you
just stop. You stop thinking about it. Stop dwelling on that feeling. You just like, whatever. I'm going to just, you get in that cycle. You force yourself into the habit, and the habit just kind of like automatically, it almost like it directs you. Like, your body
exactly.
On autopilot. Yeah, that's what a lot of people need to realize. Habits, like you got to kind of keep doing something until it's ingrained in you, and then it's like autopilot.
Yeah.
But
you got to make it fun.
It's a pretty good point to end. I think it was a good episode, man.
Yep, it's a good one. Nice talking to you.
Catch y'all later.
Peace.